Hey, Esther chapter 5 is really cool chapter if we think about it. Here we see Haman is just we can see he's angry and he's boastful and he's proud. In verse 11 it says Haman boasted to them about his vast wealth, his many sons, and everything connected with how the king had promoted him and given him precedence over the other officials and servants of the king. That's verse 11. And we need to be careful also as that. A warning we should be. We know that Haman's not a believer in any way, shape, or form. And he's a picture of Antichrist or of the enemy or of the devil. But here's the thing. We should take a note of that and see that we also as believers should be careful of our boasting and what we boast about unless it's the Lord. Psalm 34:2 says, when we boast, it will be about the Lord. The humble will hear of it and be glad. That's the cool thing for us as believers. When we boast about the Lord, people that are believers get excited. It may offend non-believers, but the fact is, when we boast about the Lord, there's always truth involved. God is full of truth. Everything he does is truthful, and you can't fight against that. When we boast in ourselves, politics or finances will always bring us down or always mess us up. And we should be careful of that. So whether you're left or right, Republican, Democrat, doesn't matter. If this is the places you're boasting in, you need to be very careful. We should boast only in the Lord. Am I saying, should we pick a side in voting? No. You pray, you vote, you put it in and pray about the candidate. And hopefully the hand of the Lord will be upon them, which we know always is going to happen because the hand of the Lord is upon everything. But be careful of what you boast about. We see this gets on because here it says in verse 13, yet none of those who does me any good at all, as long as I keep seeing Mordecai, the Jew, remaining seated at the king's gate. Think about it. This unbelieving guy, Haman, sees Mordecai, the Jew, who represents God, and it just infuriates him. And sometimes it's a good thing, because we know the saying is, if you throw a rock in a pack of dogs, the dog that yelps the loudest is the one you hit. Apparently, Haman's getting really hit, and it really bugs him to see a God-fearing person being honored in the king's gate. So when we boast, in Psalm 44:8, it says, we will boast in our God all day and give thanks to your name forever. So man, when we think about boasting, do it about Jesus. Don't do it about yourself or the things you're doing, about politics, about your status in society, but do your boasting in the Lord. Have a blessed day.